So DC are in a bit of a pickle right now. I think we can all agree on that. I mean, it doesn't help any of your upcoming movies when it's announced that your entire universe is getting a full reboot and that none of this matters. It's rumoured that pretty much every actor will be reprising their roles, apart from the one guy who people actually wanted to see return more than anyone else. And all the while, you have to somehow convince the general audience that any of your upcoming stuff is worth their time. And well, you clearly haven't done a very good job, have you? So after 2 horrendous failures this year already, plus the announcement a while back that Henry Cavill won't be reprising his role just weeks after he teased his return in Black Adam, the next destined travesty that DC have to pretend has any significance going forward is Blue Beetle. Now when I tell you that I could not give an ounce of a fuck about something, and the only reason that I'll be seeing it is so that people who like my videos don't have to, this movie is the perfect encapsulation of those two things. I mean, I guess when I heard that it would star the guy from Cobra Kai, and in the trailer I saw that George Lopez would be playing his dad, I thought it looked like a bit of fun. Nothing mind-blowing per se, but definitely above what I'd had to endure from other studios in recent times. Anyway, that tiny feeling of what I guess I'll call excitement was very short-lived when the trailer finally ended with George Lopez's character saying that Batman is a fascist, and I instantly knew what this movie was going to be. Because no, it's not enough nowadays to just make a grounded superhero movie without modern politics or socio-political ideas shoved in your face, as the writers always need to inform you of their worldviews in everything they create. Alright, fine, I'll accept that I can't just enjoy a movie anymore, but why does every trailer nowadays feel the need to include some kind of social commentary, which by the way, is a terrible marketing strategy and will only discourage like 50% of your audience from seeing it? I guess it all comes down to ensuring that
those people,
aka the ones who have any set of opinions that don't conform to the mainstream narrative, don't watch this project because it wasn't made for them or something. Sounds pretty discriminatory in itself to tell a set of people not to see a movie purely because they don't align with your set of values, don't you think? Props to Barbie on the marketing front though. God damn, they knew how to market a movie. Anyway, it's funny I should mention all this because the director of the film made a tweet a while back basically implying that he wants Trump sent to anything but heaven, and in general has very much made it clear that during the time that Trump was elected, he was not a big fan. Now, I'm not going to dive too much into this kind of stuff, but all I'll say is that it's never a good idea to voice your opinions like this online when you're in such a big position, and while you might be let off in the industry since you clearly fit their agenda and train of thought, when most people see that tweet, because I mean, most people voted for Trump back in the day, that's how he got elected, they're not going to appreciate your thoughts very much, and it just gives them an even greater incentive to not see the movies that you're making. And you know, he clearly realised this not long after, because after they were discovered, he quickly deleted them from his account, which in reality only made things worse for himself. And after getting the internet riled up about his comments about Batman in the trailer, he basically came out begging the fans to
give this movie a chance.
Oh, well, it's a bit too late for that, buddy. Because when you take all of this into account, which is fucking ridiculous, like how is there this much to talk about a fucking Blue Beetle movie when it hasn't even come out? The projections are, well, they're not looking very good.
It's not looking good, Bev. It's not looking good.
But you never know. Listen, the projections for Shazam 2 were double what these are, and that movie bombed horrifically. Plus, when you look at The Flash and the magnitude of that project, not just budget-wise, but story and cameo-wise, and looking at how badly that performed, and yeah, I know. What hope does this movie have? Listen, I have nothing against any of the cast. I actually really like the main actor. He seems like a decent guy, and I'm sure that he'll be great in the role, but this really is just another massive flop for DC and Warner Bros. Waiting to happen, and it will be yet another flush of hundreds of millions down the toilet. Oh, and I should probably touch on the fact that James Gunn announced that this movie was the first in his new universe, which I don't believe will actually happen for even a second, because if this was the case, don't you think it's a little bit confusing to release the first project of your new universe before the first chapter of the new universe even happens, or before Aquaman 2?
And then into Aquaman 2, which leads directly into our next few projects.
Wait, so Aquaman 2's canon to the new universe? Oh, what the fuck? You know, confused as I am right now, if we're being honest, this all depends on how Blue Beetle actually performs, because if I was smart, I would not make a movie like this my first project, and I certainly would not announce it to the world before you even know if it's going to be a hit or not, which, if we can take anything from today, it probably won't be. Also, this whole ordeal is going to confuse the fuck out of audiences. I mean, I'm struggling to understand all of this myself. Because listen, if you're rebooting everything, you have to reboot everything. You can't just pick and choose what you want to stay and what you don't, James Gunn. If you're starting over, you have to wipe the slate clean, mate. Just accept that this year is going to be a bomb. And come back strong in 2 years with Superman. Or that fucking animated show, whatever it's called. But hey, Blue Beetle releases this Friday. I'll be seeing it because content, I guess, I don't know. And if the projections say anything, I should be looking at getting my favourite seats without a worry in the world. So that's nice. So stay tuned for that review if you enjoyed this video or not. It's up to you, I guess. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one very, very soon. Bye.